see everybody. We got something pretty special we're going to do tonight. And I got, where's David Avila's family? Could you guys come on up here? Yeah! Just come on, stand up here. You know what? All of you all ought to get over this way. You can see a little better. Something like that. But anyway, you guys, is anything you want to say? Or like, I don't mean to put you on the spot.
Just that we're so grateful for the outpouring of love and support that Champion has shown the family. I mean, David wasn't even working here anymore. It was just amazing, the number of you that showed up at the services and just everything. We really appreciate it.
Yeah, well, thank you guys for coming. And, you know, Dan, like Tom said, you know, this is, you know, we really feel like this is a very special group of people. And it's whether you worked here a week or whether you weren't working here but you've been part of our team for a long time, or you've been and come and been and come. I mean, there's so many different ways that you're a part of this family. And you know, because people are so important to us, you know, that's why I wanted to do something today. So we're handing out something we don't usually do. We're going to hand out an award for an employee, and that award is going to be called the David Avila Memorial Award. And I remember the first day that David came to work for us, and I know, and where's Randy? Randy, come over here, Randy. Randy can help me with this story a little bit. So, yeah. Were you there?
Yeah.
Okay, so I was just going to ask. Yeah, at Norte Vista. We were at Norte Vista High School, I think 2001 or 2000, December if I remember right. And we had a big wire pull. And it was one of them days that was just, I mean, now if you ever worked with Randy and I in the field, you all know that every day was a very stressful day because both of us were pretty intense guys when we were out there putting our tools on and trying to get things done. And so David shows up as our brand new apprentice.
Yay.
David shows up. Oh, thank you very much.
Just start over.
That's probably good because I was kind of getting ramped up there and I was probably good. So David shows up. His first day of work for Champion Electric is this very intense wire pull day. When we start pulling wire in a day, whatever we're going to get done that day, we got to get done that day because there's a whole lot of setup and a whole lot of stuff. And so we're doing pulling wire on the roof. And I'm remembering that David shows up. I probably ran up, introduced myself to him, and said, "Okay, here's what we're gonna do." And just started, you know, okay. Yeah. And then it was okay. Go over there, grab that reel, whatever it was, and he was off and running. And 12 or 14 hours later, in the dark, we said, "Thanks very much. You can go home now." And he came back the next day. Right? But, you know, and that's David. He showed up every day, and he did a good job for us. And, you know, once you gave him something to do, it was going to get done. And, you know, and as long as he didn't have any issues, you weren't going to see him. He just disappeared when it did it. You know, and I can remember being on jobs with David and going, okay, it's break time. Everybody sits down, we're having our food and stuff. And where's David? Oh, he just said he was going to finish something up over there. He'd be over here in a couple minutes. You know, and a couple minutes turned into the rest of the break. And you know, he was just a worker, just that kind of guy. He was a worker. So. This isn't an Employee of the Year award or something like that, but this is something that I wanted us to do to honor the memory of David, and it's going to be a perpetual award as we go forward. And so with that said, I'm going to pull out, let me see, what do I got here? I got to read something. he was also a really calm guy all the time. He just always had a calm spirit.
Yeah, he did.
Show this to the family. You see the picture of David there. And I'm gonna, since I haven't done this before, I'm gonna do it, just kind of ad-lib in the whole thing like I usually do. So I need, it's supposed to be 1 employee, but I decided this year it was gonna be 2 employees. And those 2 employees are Kevin Shearer and Tim Schaefer. So you guys get up. So, here, you can hold that and take a look at it there for a minute. Picture of David on there. And we were supposed to have a few pictures of David. Did anybody shoot? I forgot to set that up. That's probably on me. Oh well. Anyway, we have a few pictures of David from working and stuff. We'll get to share with you guys and the family. But the reason I picked these 2 guys, Tim probably has a little bit of the David personality, a little bit quiet and just kind of go do it, get it done. Kevin, on the other hand, doesn't have that kind of personality. We all know that. I'm telling you all stuff you already know. But what these guys do, and what they have done since the day they came to work for Champion, is they show up, they work hard, they get stuff done. They both sacrificed hugely for the company a few years ago to step into the management role and become the guys that they are now. And they are, I don't even know what it's called, thing 1 and thing 2 or something or other. These guys are getting it done every day, taking care of, everything that has to be taken care of to keep this company rolling. And so as the idea of this award came up, I just said, okay, I get to make the decision the first year. Now, the caveat is that next year, you guys get to help make this decision and pass this thing on. And so I want this to be a heritage, of something that we do to honor David and to recognize people in our company that have done yeoman's work for this company. And you guys are those kind of guys. So, there's a couple things you get here. So I'm going to read this. Yeah, here we go. So this is a certificate these guys are going to get. And this says, oh boy, hold on.
Busted!
All right, here we go. David Avila's work for Champion Electric defined what it meant to be a champion. His relentless determination and loyalty shone through every project he was a part of. His admiration for his co-workers and commitment to a team left a void not easily filled. In his honor, this award is presented to Kevin Shearer, Tim Schaefer, in recognition of appreciation of your continued demonstration of a work ethic similar to David Avila. You are presented this award this day, 5th day of December, 2015. Congratulations, guys. There's one more part to this. This is really cool. Hold that for me again. You're doing a great job. Like this. Like there. Hang on to that. Both of you guys can open these up. My new nickname. Yeah. All right. Okay. I'll hold those. Open that up. Open that up, guys. Okay. Now this is the award that will be passed on. This award next year, these guys will pass on to the next recipient of this. For those of you who don't know, any electrician is going to understand this. Lineman pliers. No electrician, every electrician who's a real electrician has a good pair of lineman pliers that you use every day without fail. You're going to use them for probably 20 things that you can use them for and 25 things you're not supposed to use them for. Right?
That's right.
All right.
Makes a good hammer.
Yeah. I was just going to say that. You use it as a hammer, and then you go, dang it, I shouldn't have done that.
Dang it.
But we do it. But this is the award that will be passed on. These guys get to keep this award for a year. The plaque will go up in the office in a very prominent place, and each year we will add the new name to the plaque, and the side cutters will get passed on, and yeah, and the guys will get a plaque. Oh, and of course, it wouldn't be a David Avila award if you didn't get a Home Depot gift card. Yeah. So you guys will each get a $100 Home Depot gift card that you get to go spend as you see fit. All right? Okay, so
Buy some line with it.
thank you guys.
Thank you.
Blessings.